Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending this meeting. Before we start our meeting, I would like to take a roll call. Shahmi,
Here,
Amin,
Present.
Shahmi,
Here.
Amra.
Here.
So, the objective of today's meeting is to make a decision on whether or not to build a new oil processing plant in Kerteh. Before I go any further, I'd like to go through the minutes of our last meeting. Are there any additions or correction to the minutes?
I think there's no addition or correction to the minutes.
Thank you, Shami. So, can anyone approve the minutes?
Yeah, I would like to approve.
Could someone else second the motion?
I second.
Okay. The minutes are approved as corrected. So let's move on with our agenda. Have you all received a copy of the agenda? Good. There are 4 items on the agenda. The first item is about the cost of construction of the processing plant. The second item is the oil processing plant towards the economy. The third item on the agenda is to ensure high quality of oil produced and suitable for the market consumption. The final item on the agenda is to make a decision on whether or not to build a new oil processing plant in Kerteh. Shahmi, would you mind taking the minutes?
All right.
Next, we will hear a short report on the first agenda. Amra, could you please start?
From my recent survey regarding the costing, I really feel that we have enough budget to cover the expense of the construction. First, I can confirm that we can afford to build the oil processing plant that reach the global standard. And considering various prices that are available for the petroleum processing machine depending on the production capacity, process design, equipment, quality, and manufacturer. The construction process might consume in about 5 to 6 years. And in addition, the construction process could begin as soon as possible after obtaining the outcome of today's meeting. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Amra, for that informative report. Shami, can you continue with your report?
Now I will present the second agenda, the effect of the oil processing plant toward the economy. As you all know, petroleum is the one of the highest contribute revenue for Malaysia. Thus, there are many factors that contribute to the up and down of this industry toward the economy, such as pandemic COVID-19. During the pandemic, the petroleum oil faced a problem where the price will slightly decline due to the Control Movement Order, MCO, in force. This led to the decrease in the oil demand. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Shami. Okay, Amin, would you mind reporting your report?
Yes, thank you, Chairman. Next, I will be presenting the third agenda, which is the high quality of oil produced that is suitable for the market consumption. First of all, based on information I received by our plant researcher, the quality of oil in Kerteh is slightly better compared to another plant that we have before. Thus, quality should not be a major problem from now on. Next, for market consumption, based on data I found, I suggest that if we all are agreed to continue this project, we should focus on industrial purpose more compared to transportation purpose, since the demand is starting to increase about 6% this year. I think that is all for my report.
Thank you, Amin. Now that we have discussed item 1 to 3, let us move on to our last item, which is making a decision on whether or not to build a new oil processing plant. So before we start making any decisions, let's hear the report from Shami regarding the price of the land in Kerteh for processing plant and the analysis on our current cash flow. This is to tell us whether we are able to sustain the expenses needed for the new plant in the next 3 years.
Thank you, Chairman. From all the data that I collected, the price of the land in Kerteh for a processing plant approximately cost us around 50 million ringgit. This price is lower than our other processing plant before. So this is a very reasonable price for us to build the processing plant. Next, this is our current cash flow. The data shows that we are able to sustain the expenses needed for the new plant for the next 3 years without worrying that we will lose a huge amount of money. So I think we can proceed with the project because our cash flow is very stable, although if we continue this project. So that's all for the report that I have gathered.
Thank you, Shami, for the informative report. So what do you all think about this project?
From my point of view, I would like to agree with the new oil processing plant as we have done a deep research about this matter, and we can see that this valuable project will benefit us in the future. How about you, Shami?
Yes, I'm agree because I believe the new oil processing plant are an opportunity for the company to thrive.
Okay, so from my standpoint, I agree on this upcoming project. As I said before, the quality of oil in Kerteh is better than other places. So I think that we need to take this opportunity to level up our company standard.
From my perspective, I agree on the building of the new oil processing plant. I think this new oil processing plant will become a great investment in order to increase our company's sales in the long run.
Thank you for all of the feedback. So based on all of your feedback, everyone agrees in building a new oil processing plant. So from all of our discussion and your opinion, here I will decide that we should proceed with our plan in building a new oil processing plant in Kerteh. Is there any objection?
No.
So I think that's all for today. Thank you all for attending this meeting.
Thank you.